What is going on, Bulls Nation? So the Bulls fell, unfortunately, to this lowly Nets. But there's some positives here because Vooch played well, and we're going to talk about this game and his play right after this.
This is your home for all things Chicago Bulls. Join the conversation. You're listening to Chicago Bulls Nation.
All right, Bulls Nation. So I'm not even, it is what it is. The Nets are trying to lose badly, but hey, the Bulls are also not the greatest team out there. So this is how a young team would go. Sometimes they'll win, sometimes they'll lose. Sometimes they'll lose to the bad teams, and we're gonna win against the Milwaukee Bucks of the world. But hey, that is the team that we are at. But it's still fun to watch because after the last two games, it feels like the Bulls are never out of it. And it feels that way since last year because we're like the comeback kings or whatever. But now, because of the three-point shot and the amount that we are taking, I mean, we took 44 three-pointers tonight. We were actually pretty good at 38.6. So that's pretty league average. That's not bad. That's not good. As far as the Brooklyn Nets, we limited them to 30.6. So they only took 36 three-pointers. Their free throws, they did make their free throws compared to the Bulls. Their field goal percentage is a lot better though at 52.1, and Bulls are 43.2. I think that was the difference, is the free throw the field goals that the Nets have taken. They made it. They made some decent shots outside of the three-point area. Now that feels like the Bulls now are just completely just engaged in the three-point area. And that's cool because that's totally different than what the pace that we played last year. And to a degree, I appreciate that. But when Vooch is rolling like this, and I feel like this spread out offense, this fast-paced, space and pace, I think this is good for Vooch. Because for the past couple of years, let's face it, DeMar kind of clogged the lane, and Vooch was relegated to being a three-pointer. Which, to be fair to Vooch, he's been hitting his three-pointers now. I don't know, it's because of the spacing. It's because of the more free will, style of the Bulls. But like tonight, for example, Vooch made 3 out of 4. The previous night, he was hot. 5 out of 5 in the free throw line, always double-double, 11 rebounds, 28 points for Vooch. We should have gone to him more. And this plethora of guards that we do have, I was hoping that would be Giddey, where he would realize that Vooch is hot. Rotate the ball out in the perimeter. If no one's open, dump it on Vooch, because now it's one-on-one. Vooch against Nick Claxton, which is, he's a good defender, but he's so much shorter than Vooch. Vooch is so much bigger in terms of just height and body. So I think, especially with the night that Vooch is having, right, with 28 points and just dominating inside, I hope that this is something that the Bulls would develop over time, because it would just benefit Vooch. Vooch has been always, this is the bad part about Vooch and Zach, because they always put up good numbers on a bad team. When Vooch was being an all-star and in Orlando, they were a playoff team, but I think it was only for 1 year, and then after that. But in here, with this Bulls team, and I think this is where Donovan's coaching, we got to give him some kudos to this, is that he adjusted to the players that he does have. I'm still not buying his rotation right now because I do really want to see Matas in the game. He's a young guy. He's one of our future. He has the size to help Vooch out there. So I really do want to see him play more. Sanogo, I think he didn't play tonight as well. The fact that Talen Horton-Tucker got more reps than Matas that can't happen. I like Tucker's game, but we gotta find a way to find a good balance, or at least the coaching staff, where if they can't stop anyone, kind of like tonight, where Cam Thomas just exploded on the Bulls, and this is where Dalen Terry is gonna be vital because he's only one of the few perimeter defenders that we have. Ayo is pretty good as well, but he lacks size. So if we can get, the problem with Terry is that he doesn't shoot well. So that's the double-edged sword that you're facing with Terry. But if we can find a way that Matas could be in the game, maybe as a small forward or a power forward, that would help us because I think he plays pretty good interior defense. So that means we could kind of press from the outside, especially when we got somebody like Cam Thomas who's been just shooting. I mean, he shot 11 3-pointers tonight. He made 4, 11 of 23 from the field. So I don't know. We got to figure out a way, in my opinion, to give him some playing time and maybe cut down on Io or Dalen. I don't know. Or cut down on Levine. Levine is playing 34 minutes. Maybe cut that down a little bit because we got Lonzo as well, when he comes back. But I'm not complaining. This is, I know what to expect with this Bulls team. They're still fun to watch. I always felt like they would always come back. They're like the comeback kings. This is what you get for a team that just shoots volume 3-pointers. They're not gonna make it all. They're gonna make enough to make it an interesting game, but to fully get it to the next level, they gotta play some sort of defense, and less turnovers. The previous game we had only a few turnovers. Tonight, again, we had, how many turnovers did we get tonight? I think we have decent 16 turnovers as a team. We have to limit it to at least 10 or less, I think, to get a chance. And that is ball security, and this is where, Josh Giddey comes in. I do like what I see from Josh, so far, 11 points. He's negative 15, though. A few turnovers, 8 assists, 6 rebounds. So, just more control. And hopefully when we make some moves, if we showcase Levine enough, I just want to see, even if we lose, I don't mind us losing, but I want to see some overall good performance from Josh and the young guys with Matas. Because again, for me, this is a development year. I'm not expecting anything from this Bulls. If we win, that's a bonus, because I do love seeing this Bulls team win, and they're pretty exciting as well. But in the process, we shouldn't lose sight, not to our identity, but to the goal. And the goal here is mostly to develop the young talent, see what we have, and then put them in the right position to succeed. As far as Giddey, he's doing good so far, but I think he's deferring as well with Zach, because I feel like sometimes he wants to pass it, he do the right play like that inside pass to Vooch right there. I think Josh Giddey is capable of doing that, especially with a big guy like Vooch. But I want to see more of that. I want to see more freedom, because I think right now he is giving more emphasis on, making Zach and maybe Kobe happy. If we can just eliminate one of those guys, and it'll be great. But I would love to hear your thoughts on this one. Thank you for watching, and I'll be back maybe tomorrow, because our next game is not until Monday against the Jazz. Again, a favorable schedule. We have a chance to win that game. We also have a chance to lose that game, but hopefully we do. Hopefully it'll be a good win. But thank you for watching. Please consider subscribing if you are a Bulls fan. This would be, at a very least, a fun, entertaining season with this style of play. But thank you for watching. Subscribe to the channel, and I'll see you guys in the next video.